Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the new lick of the week, and this is the evil lick of the week. This is the evil Rob Balducci. You like the new ticklers. These are the ticklers. But we're gonna talk about the Lydian mode this week, and just to give you guys an update, we are coming out with a new Rock House DVD, which I know I've been talking about for a while, but this is actually coming out. And also, Rock House is having a new website that's going to be launching very soon that will actually have like this type of Lydian lesson that I'm doing now, but you'll be able to buy it with the transcription to the backing tracks and transcriptions to some of the solo stuff that I'm doing. So this is sort of like a little teaser. Hope you guys dig it. But we did an Olean mode in the last couple of licks of the week, and this one's going to be a Lydian mode. And Lydian mode is a really cool mode. And my view on modes is, first of all, let's just talk about this, is basically you got to think about the modes, the major scale, and each note that you start the major scale on becomes a different mode. So if you know your major scale shapes, you know every friggin' mode. A lot of people think this is so friggin' hard about modes. And modes is fucking very easy. If you know your major scales, you could play in every frigging mode that you know, as long as you know your scales. So for instance, Lydian is built off the 4th degree of a major scale. So for instance, right now we're going to do E Lydian. So if you think about B major, and you go up 4, right? B, C sharp, D sharp, E. It's the 4th. So a scale. That's the 4th, that's the Lydian sound. So the thing is, if you play the B major scale and you start on the E, you get the Lydian sound. It is that easy just to get the idea of what you're doing for the modes. But the thing is, you cannot play the same thing that you're going to play in a B major scale as you would over the E Lydian scale. So for instance, your phrasing is going to change. If I'm phrasing an E Lydian, I'm going to play something like maybe if I'm playing a B major, your phrasing is going to be different. So that's the big thing about modes. The same scale and the same shapes that you know, but the phrasing is going to be different. So that's a big thing about it. You got to mess around with that. So basically what you need to do is you need to learn all your B major scale shapes. If you don't know them already, you need to learn your B major scale shapes. And then what you need to do is you need to then start the scale on the E and end on the E. So for instance, I want you to learn all your B major scales, but I want you to start them on the E and end on the E. So for instance, that one right there. Next one. And the reason for this is it gets the sound of the mode in your head. If you don't start and end on the root, you're not going to get that Lydian sound in your brain. You need to get it focused in your brain. Once you get in the E Lydian, you need to mix it into the other scales. And what I suggest you do is turn on a jam, and the jam to this what I'm going to jam on a little bit is. So check that out. But you really could do just do an E major, F sharp major. Same thing. I'm playing like an F major chord, but instead of barring, I'm keeping everything open on top. once you mess around with this enough, you got to really take each scale and work out the bends and licks in each scale, because each scale is going to be different. It's going to feel different whether you're in the B major or if you're in E Lydian. So for instance, bends are going to be different over the tonic. So in this case, we do an E tonic. Have a different sound, so you really got to mess around to make sure you know what you like, hear what you like. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to mess around with this. And you know, the thing about Lydian is really it's a sharp 4. So you're thinking about E major. If you want to think about it compared to a major scale, it's an E major scale with a sharp 4. So E, F sharp, G sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, right? E, F sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. That's the Lydian. It's A sharp, or you can B flat, same note. So that's the Lydian note. So you need to keep that as a tonic and a tonal center to mess around with. So I'm going to mess around with over this little progression. Again, it's E major to F sharp major. Hope you guys dig it. Mess around with this. Any questions, shoot me an email. And shoot me some requests for licks of the week. Alrighty? Here we go. Hope you guys dig it. Mess around. See you next week. Thanks a lot.